There has been much speculation that President Donald Trump plans to order a major shakeup among his communications team. Reports are emerging that the White House plans to begin purging lower-level staffers from the communications team in an effort to stem the tide of leaks. This follows weeks of uncertainty about the future of the embattled team as unprecedented leaks continue to plague the Trump administration. Rumors of the coming purge have persisted, and it appears to be imminent from all reports as no one can figure out the source of where all the leaks are coming from. This is likely because the leaks are happening from multiple sources, thus making a complete purge necessary. President Trump has weighed in and speculated about a complete restructuring of the communications team as the communications team is increasingly rendered obsolete. There is speculation that White House Chief of Staff John Kelly has already approved of a plan to purge some mid-level and junior aides in an effort to stem the tide of potentially harmful or even classified information flowing to the mainstream media. Some staffers could be fired, while others will simply be reassigned to other departments. The move is believed to have been prompted by the recent backlash the White House received after junior communications staffer Kelly Sadler made a callous remark about Sen. John McCain, Arizona, that was leaked to the press stating it doesn't matter, he's dying anyway, according to The Hill. Sadler made the comment about McCain before a group of about 24 communications staffers shortly after McCain voiced his public opposition to President Trump's pick for CIA Director, Gina Haspel. Trending, Dairy Queen just enraged every Democrat with new warning sign to liberals that went up overnight. Some spoke of McCain's hypocrisy in supporting the very same policies under former CIA Director John Brennan that Haspel also supported. Sadler was the only staffer to mention McCain's imminent DH resulting from his diagnosis with brain CR last year. The White House moved swiftly to address the McCain controversy in an effort to prevent future and further leaks by limiting invitations to President Trump's daily communications meetings to a smaller group of advisors. The White House did not deny that the remarks were made, but instead apologized for any discomfort caused by the remarks in a statement which said, "We respect Senator McCain's service to our nation and he and his family are in our prayers during this difficult time." McCain's wife, Cindy, later responded on Twitter saying, "May I remind you my husband has a family, 7 children, and 5 grandchildren." CNN reports of the upcoming communications staff purge reports Sadler's ouster has intensified the sense of uncertainty felt in recent weeks among communications aides, in part because senior staffers have made it clear nobody is safe, no matter what in the coming shuffle, a source familiar with the situation said. The process of identifying and shipping out communications aides in the name of operational efficiency had begun long before the Sadler firing, another source said, citing the example of the recent departure of Cliff Sims, director of White House message strategy. Sims recently left the West Wing to take a position at the State Department, and officials said he won't be the last aide to accept a reassignment to another part of the administration. Aides who leave are expected to play a role in smaller agencies, such as NASA or the Peace Corps, and a few are expected to join Trump's re-election effort, a source familiar with the process said. It's unclear how many lower and mid-level aides will ultimately be reassigned. President Trump and other members of the Trump administration have expressed their deep and ongoing frustration with the leaks coming out of the White House, believing that many of the stories that cite leaked information are inaccurate and damaging. President Trump's direct involvement as well as the input of several other additional senior staffers in deciding how to thin the ranks of his communications team has delayed a reorganization effort that has been in the works for months, according to senior White House officials. Sadler was recently terminated as a result of the backlash of the tactless but truthful remarks. It is interesting in that during the Obama administration, and even during Hillary Clinton's failed presidential campaign, facts were of no concern. It was purely about spin and optics. Factual and important stories were minimized and spun to minimize damage. Flat-out lies were reported as truth and opinion was given as factual, when in fact it was not. That truth was convenient, in that it was not by definition truth at all, but merely propaganda. Actual facts showing them spying on their own citizenry, treating them as enemy combatants they are at war with, planting FBI informants into President Trump's campaign, or even flat-out funding falsified information in an effort to obtain FISA warrants. Well, that is clearly a little too much truth. Meanwhile, others view this purge as a good thing, seeing no issue with the constant changes and rotation in the White House. The perception is that if someone or something is not working, then you try something new. Everything is trial and error. Switch stuff up until you find what works. Rather than working as the government does, usually, which is in accordance with the definition of insanity, by doing the exact same thing over and over again, expecting the outcome to change. Share this breaking story with a friend of yours. Write your thoughts in the comment section below.